By Paul's third missionary journey, Timothy was no longer just a disciple or a spiritual son. He was stepping into leadership. Paul entrusted him with major responsibilities, sending him to strengthen churches which Paul has planted. It's the making of a leader here. Paul had once described Timothy as his spiritual son, but by this stage now of the third mission journey, Timothy was a co-worker and leader in his own right. He wasn't just receiving care from Paul anymore, he was now leading, teaching, and discipling others. So the summary for today is missionary care must be developmental, growth-oriented, not just supportive. This is a very important lesson in member care and missionary care work. Member care is not just about making people feel good. A bit of training, a bit of mentoring, telling missionaries that they are loved and everything is okay. Yes, there is a time when care is about mourn with those who mourn. The Emmanuel, I am with you, God is with you, I feel you, especially after crisis and traumatic events. That is very important and undeniable part of member care. But there is also a time when it is about care towards growth, moving forward towards the next level leadership, the next challenge. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 2. Now let's look at Timothy here. This is the spiritual sonship we talked about last time, but you know that Timothy has proved himself because as a son with his father, he has served with me in the work of the gospel. But then later Timothy gets major responsibilities. Paul puts trust in him and sends him ahead to guide and strengthen churches. For this reason I have sent you Timothy, my son whom I love, who is faithful in the Lord. He sent two of his helpers, Timothy and Erastus, to Macedonia, while he stayed in the province of Asia a little longer. Timothy was now representing Paul's teaching and ministry, carrying the weight of leadership in several churches. Missionary care involves raising up and trusting young leaders. This is not just short-term mentoring. No, this is intentional mentoring where experienced leaders invest in the next generation through personal encouragement and relational long-term care for emerging leaders. I love this about the story of Timothy. So as Timothy matured, Paul began referring to him as a co-worker rather than just a son or a follower. Timothy, my co-worker, sends his greetings to you, as do Lucius, Jason, and Sosipater, my fellow Jews. We send Timothy, who is our brother and co-worker in God's service in spreading the gospel of Christ, to strengthen and encourage you in your faith. Here Paul publicly, officially acknowledged Timothy's leadership and sent him to strengthen others. You see here, care is not just about supporting missionaries when they are struggling, or meeting immediate needs. No, member care is about equipping them to step into greater leadership roles, providing opportunities for growth, responsibility, and leadership development. I love these dual roles of missionary care. I had that too after traumatizing experiences in my own life. Member care people came and comforted me, encouraged me, prayed for me, believed in me, and the calling God has put in my life. I will never ever forget their care for me after bad things happened. But I had those developmental caregivers as well. I had one-on-one coaching. I also had very good mentoring with an experienced leader. I was reading Christian biographies and doing in-depth work on writing down my calling, God's purpose on my life, identifying what it means to do good works which God prepared in advance for us to do. I had those people as well. How about you? Do you have these people? Do you have people like that? People who support you when you struggle? And also people who push you forward, help you develop and grow? They put trust in you and give you more responsibilities. People who challenge you to get to the next level of what God has prepared for you. write down those names and maybe you contact them today. You write to them today. Say thank you, or you ask them a question.